Well, it was a good half game for us. I thought we made a push in the third period. I thought our faceoffs were decent, but those are the only positives I can come up with, to be frank with you. I didn't think we were on. We weren't sharp, and there's no excuse for it.
And that would led to how the first 5 minutes of the second period really kind of got away from you. Mistakes.
Yeah, a lot. Some of the first period got away from us. The second period, when the opponent's hungrier for pucks and they're getting to first touches, and there was a lot of episodes in that game that weren't good enough. And hockey's a tough league, and you're reminded of that very quickly. And that was a good effort on their part. When you get into a 3-0 hole, we came back to 3-2, I believe, and we gave up a tough one. Our goalies they've been great all year. So he'd like that one back, I know that. And he's a competitor, and that's the way it goes. But it happens. It happens to everybody. So, our puck hunger's got to get better. And thankfully for us, we've got a game in 20 hours, which the league approved and didn't tell us a couple weeks ago. So it's nice to have a 3:30 game after they've been out since 4 o'clock. So that's a whole separate issue.
Getting into the business end of this season, has the scoreboard watching started? Have you started doing the arithmetic in your head as to what results are necessary outside of, obviously you want to win every single game in regulation, but has that started yet? Does that start?
Yeah, it doesn't start from a coaching standpoint, but it's quite possible. They have phones too, right? So I'm sure they've been doing a lot of surfing, and they probably do it daily, and that's part of the problem. When you stop remembering that you just got to get better every week, that's when this happens. And taking nothing away from our opponent, they were hungry tonight, and they were good, and they had a week off last week, and I believe this is their only game this weekend.
Right.
So yeah, they left it out there.
Do you think that Vermont would score those 3 goals if that first goal was overturned?
I have no idea. That's kind of a silly question. That's asked me if it's going to snow tomorrow. I have no idea. We'll see when it either snows or doesn't snow.
What do you want to clean up as you head towards Connecticut tomorrow?
Yeah, that's going to be a laundry list. It's the one thing about quick starts after you haven't played that well. It's almost a blessing in the sense that, hey, listen, you got to throw that one away because there wasn't that much that was good about it, and you got to play better. And I think
confident your team has a short memory.
Who knows? We'll find out. I mean, they've responded all year.
Right.
I have no question. I don't question the team's character one bit.
Okay.
They've responded all year. I have great respect for the group as a whole. So I'm going to have to put my confidence in the group and the fact that the older guys are going to lead them, and hope that we can make it a quick turnaround. They lost tonight too.
Yes, they did.
And whether you lose 6-3, 5-3, 4-3, it doesn't matter. You came up short. So you move on.
Playing 6 different games against 6 different opponents, how has the team had to adapt to that? How has the coaching had to adapt to that to make 6 separate game plans for entirely different opponents?
Are you talking about the last 6 games?
This is game 4 of a 6-game stretch where you're going to play 6 different teams.
Okay. Yeah, it just gives the coaches a little bit more work. It's you have to continue to play to your strengths and to your identity, but are you cognizant of their strengths? Absolutely. Their counters were good tonight, and we kept feeding into it. So we made it our job to turn the puck over. So puck management was so poor that their greatest strength, he was even better. So it's if you feed their greatest strength, it's not usually a good outcome.
Being able to come back from a 3-0 lead, keep scoring late in the game, there's little things like that, being able to come out of goals like that, or indication that you have a team that may be different than years past, or a strong team just in general.
Yeah, I mean, I like it too. We were down 5-2 against Bentley, we came back to win. We were down 5-2 against Holy Cross, came back to win. We were down against somebody else, came back to win. So they've proven it, and it's nice to have a group that doesn't quit. I don't question this group's character, like I said, and there's no quit in them. but you also have to be sharp when you do come back, you know, and continue to attack. So the third period, hey, it was a valiant push. Too little, too late. You can't get into a 3-0 hole in Hockey East if you can help it. Obviously, some of those you'd like back, but that's hockey. That's hockey. Anything else, guys? Thank you very much.